Hello BookTube, I'm Jonathan and welcome to Words in Time. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing why sci-fi is my favorite genre. And in this video, I'm not going to be claiming that sci-fi is better than other genres, but I'm going to be sharing 5 aspects that I love about sci-fi. So the first aspect that I wanted to talk about is stories. Sci-fi is known for its concepts and technologies, and these can drive really interesting narratives. Sci-fi offers both original stories as well as new takes on existing ones. For example, time travel is one of my favorite stories. There's too many examples for me to name, but we have classic sci-fi books such as Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut and modern sci-fi books such as Recursion by Blake Crouch that use time travel to either explore interesting perspectives or take us on exciting adventures. Now, time travel is present in other genres. For example, Back to the Future and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure are 2 of my favorite comedy movies. And they're enjoyable not just because they're funny and because they have great characters, but because they tell an intriguing sci-fi story. And you can apply this to other concepts such as the multiverse or artificial intelligence and other great sci-fi ideas. Sci-fi also provides interesting twists on existing plot devices. For example, a car chase is a popular scene in many stories in other genres. But what if that chase took place in space? The book House of Suns by Alistair Reynolds features a chase between spaceships that accelerate towards the speed of light, and it takes place over thousands of years. It's a cool sci-fi take on an existing idea. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about is world building. I am an escapist reader. If something is described to me as slice of life, then that's not super exciting to me. If you tell me, oh man, it's such an accurate portrayal of Brooklyn in the early to mid 2000s. That's not a super strong pitch, at least for me. But if you come to me and say, oh, this story is about teleporting aliens on a gas planet, I'm like, tell me more. I love exploring new settings in other timelines or on other planets and getting to learn things like what is the technology like or what is society like. And these are things that I can really escape into and I can get invested in. I think this exists in standalones as well, but I feel it's particularly prevalent in series such as the Hyperion Cantos, The Expanse, or Sun Eater. And they can do such a great job of painting a really beautiful or intriguing picture that I can really enjoy. Moving on to the third aspect, we have concepts. And I think this is often where sci-fi shines, the big idea. I think almost any story in any genre can start with what if. But the questions that get asked in sci-fi are some pretty big what if questions. When you're not as limited by time and space or the environment of the Earth or the biology of humans, you can really get out there with those questions. And I think authors like Arthur C. Clarke are an absolute master of this. I enjoy stories that are very personal, but I also enjoy stories that take a zoomed out approach and explore things on an epic scale, such as what does it mean to be human 1,000,000 years from now? What does it mean to be human when we can artificially change the bodies of humans? What does it mean to be humans if humans are just pawns in a game played by aliens? What does it mean to be human if life is just a simulation? I love the genre because sci-fi makes me question things personally, societally, and existentially. The fourth thing I wanted to talk about is characters. Sci-fi enables us to engage with characters in unique settings and also provides us with entirely original characters as well. In a series like the Enders Saga, we have a character, Ender Wiggin, that has to deal with battle school, the pressure of humanity's survival, grappling with xenocide. And in any story, we learn more about a character based on how they respond to pressure and conflict. And in sci-fi, we're able to create situations where we can crank up the stakes in order to have universal implications. We also get to explore non-human characters, such as androids or aliens. I haven't read the Murderbot Diaries, but a robot experiencing an existential crisis sounds like a really interesting premise to me. I also enjoy learning about alien species and what makes them similar to or different from humans. I think the best writers make aliens stand out from humans, exploring their biology, their environment, their history, to reveal why they are the way they are and why they are different to humans is always such an interesting journey for me to take. Lastly, I just wanted to talk about prose. Sci-fi writers are not commonly known for their prose, especially the hard sci-fi writers that might have a background in physics that really want to focus on their ideas, but I wouldn't say that necessarily applies across the entire genre. I think writers like Dan Simmons or Christopher Rocchio definitely stack up pretty well against writers from any other genre. Now, if you're into this kind of thing, sci-fi does offer pretty cool descriptions of technologies like Farcaster portals or high matter swords, and sci-fi writers also have the opportunity to explore future dialects or alien languages, which some people might enjoy reading as well. I'm not going to say prose is typically the main strength of sci-fi, but it may offer writing styles that appeal to you and is something that I typically enjoy. So this has basically been my love letter to the genre of science fiction. Get down in the comments and let me know what your favorite genre is, and share some of the elements that you love about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, because in a future timeline, I've already made more sci-fi content, and we'll get there soon.